Now then,
Make it quick.
what of cold Tira? I have here ahead. I'll feed this monster's head to the ghouls. Thessalian tosses the head into the back room. Did Kultira make it out? Thessalian pauses. I'm certain he did. Those walls can't hold him. Time for some payment. The cry for vengeance must be heard, Gordoth. Commander Plaguefist and a company of Death Knights are on their way to raise the Chapel of the Crimson Flame. If there are any Death Knights imprisoned at the chapel, Plaguefist will get them out. You can still catch up to them if you hurry. The chapel is due west of you.
We are done here. Yes.
Tear the whole apart! The schedule is there! Ah. Morbas flips through the schedule. Those worthless cretins have been busy. Northern patrol routes, southern patrol routes, western patrol routes, eastern patrol routes, but nothing about their couriers' routes. Wait a minute, what's this? Looks like a western patrol route coming out of western Plaguelands. This patrol will path through here today. Going to need time to plan.
We will ravage this land.
So be it. Plan. I guess I am finding Plaguefist and assisting him at the chapel. They're already burning it. Quite minimalist. Although this chair does look quite nice. Just corpses. Breath.
Make it quick.
They're only flesh and bone. No match for the Scourge. We didn't find any of our brothers, but we did stumble upon something special. We got here, tore the place apart, and headed toward the prison house. We weren't expecting that what we found in there, Gordoth. Seems the Crusade's been real busy. The whole thing is full of Argent-Dawn prisoners. Most of them were already dead by the time we arrived, but a few were still breathing. I was about to go in there and execute the rest of them, but I think you should have their honors. In particular, there's a real feisty human in there that I think you'll take great pleasure executing.
Tomorrow is another day.
Human? That's whack. Why don't you hook me up with the Draenei babe? Oh, there's no Draenei babe, is there? Doesn't look like there is. Oh well. There's an undead individual. Antoine Brack. Kug Ironjaw. Donovan Pulfrost. Lord Harford. Lady Eonis. Valok the Righteous. Malar Bravehorn. Yasmina Oakenthorn. Gally Lumpstein. Gobby Blastenheimer. Iggy Dartusk. Ellen Stanwich. Come to finish the job, have you? I'd like to stand for Gordoth? Gordoth, I'd recognize that face anywhere. Wait, what have they done to you, Gordoth? You don't remember me, do you? Bastard Scourge. They've tried to drain you of everything that made you a righteous force of reckoning. Every last ounce of good. Everything that made you human. Think, Gordoth, think back. Try and remember the hills and valleys of Elwyn, where you were born. Remember the splendor of life, brother. You were a champion of the Alliance once. This isn't you. Listen to me, Gordoth. You must fight against the Lich King's control. He is a monster that wants to see this world, our world, in ruin. Don't let him use you to accomplish his goals. You were once a hero, and you can be again. Fight, damn you. Fight his control. What's going on in there? What's taking so long? Gordoth! There. There's no more time for me. I'm done for. Finish me off, Gordoth. Told you they'll kill us both, Gordoth. Remember, Elwyn. This world is worth saving. Do it, Gordoth. Put me out of my misery. Ellen Stanbridge. I think I remember her. I never did specify where I was born, but I began my journeys in Elwyn. Maybe that is why she said that I should remember the place where I was born.
Our masters will
didn't
be
it?
done.
You're one of them, and you're not one of them anymore, Gordoth. You're Scourge. You're one of us. Forever. Return to Thessarion at the Scarlet Tavern. Let him know that Cortina's cry for vengeance has been answered. The Chapel of the Crimson Flame will be a pile of ashes in a matter of hours. You're one cold-blooded monster, Gordoth. I salute you, brother.
We are done here.
I have been saluted. Alright. Suddenly they went into action. And he got to fighting as well. Another Scourge victory. These Scarlet's dogs have nowhere left to run and hide. It's only a matter of time now.
Tomorrow is another day.
Level 60! Death Gate opens a gate which you can use to return to Ebonhold. Using a Death Gate while in Ebonhold will return you back to near your departure point. Vampiric Blood. Embrace your undeath, increasing your maximum health by 30% and increasing all healing unabsorbs received by 30% for 10 seconds. Okay, so this is again. I believe you can fly. The skies call out to you. It's time to learn to fly. Visit the flying trainer, Brala Cloudwing, at the Griffin Roost in Stormwind. And don't forget to buy a flying mount. Tales of your heroism have spread to the ends of Azeroth and beyond. Your skills have been requested elsewhere. Will you travel through the Dark Portal, fighting the Burning Legion on the sundered world of Outland? Or will you fly north, joining the battle against the Lich King in Northrend? The choice is yours, adventurer, and my immersion has been utterly ruined. Oh well. Will of the Necropolis. Damage taken below 30% health is reduced by 30%. Reduces the cooldown of anti-magic shell by 50% and increases its duration and amount absorbed by 30. Reduces all damage taken by 30% for 4 seconds. Rune Tap. I think I'll go with Will of the Necropolis.
You need something?
While you were out burning churches and murdering vermin, I've been busy formulating a plan. The Scarlet Courier is scheduled to pass by the Scarlet Overlook within the hour. The roads by the Overlook are wide open and swarming with Crusaders. Use this makeshift cover to hide at the Overlook and wait for the Scarlet Courier to pass. When he's close enough, strike with all your fury. Cut him down and take his belongings, including his clothes. The Overlook is 200 paces east of here.
There's work to be done.
Let the burning begin! 200 paces from here. Alright. Chance on parrying an attack to gain 87 strength. Yeah, this one would work well with the Soul Harvester. But I'd rather keep the insignia. .200 paces from here. What a strange tree. I must investigate. I have obtained the Scarlet Courier's message. Hi, General. The armies of Hardglen and Tirisfal are less than a day's ride from New Avalon. We ride with the light shining upon our backs and the wind at our heels. Soon the Scourge will have to contend with the full might of Scarlet Crusade. Light bless you, High Commander Galvar Pureblood. Interesting.
Speak your
You're going
peace.
to miss the courier, and then I'm going to be forced to kill you. By force, I mean I will take great pleasure in ending your life. Hurry up! Orbaz reads the message. The armies of Hardglen and Tirisfal will be marching into a massacre. Orbaz smiles. Now for the second part of the plan, you're going to deliver this message right into the hands of High General Bendis. That's what the clues are for. This message must reach Bendis. We do not want to draw their suspicion. They must continue under the assumption that everything is going as they planned. You will don the Scarlet Courier's clothes, and with the help of some dark magic, take on the form of the Courier. Bendis is at King's Harbor, southeast of the Scarlet Overlook. Drop off the message and get as much information out of her as you can. She will tell us what we need to know about the Crimson Dawn.
Leave me be.
Disguised as a Scarlet Cross. As a Scarlet Courier. I'm running as fast as I can. I need to deliver this message really quickly. There's a lighthouse and a little farmhouse. Ooh. Holy fury. Hey, it actually looks like a swift horse. Swift brown steed. Yeah, it does. Nice. Nothing in that house. Shame. Inaccessible lighthouse. Shame. That looks like a pirate ship, not a ship belonging to an organization of crusaders. Yes. Strong ones. Very strong and powerful ones, those. Let's see. General Bendis. Captain Shelley. Blacksmith Goodman. The Stable Master Mercer. Commander Jordan. The Lead Cannoneer Zierhut. Torturer Lecraft. Bishop Street. High Abbot Landgren.
Need help?
High General Bendis.
Can I help you?
Where have you been? You are 2 hours late. We were about to send a courier out to the High Commander. High General Bendis reads the message. Damn it, the armies of Hardglen and Tirisfal must not reach New Avalon. The Scourge will slaughter them all. Listen well, courier. The Scarlet Lands are lost. New Avalon and Havenshire are overrun by Scourge. The spectre of death looms overhead and threatens to overtake us at any moment. Return to Galvar with this message. Turn your armies around and prepare your ships for travel to the frozen wastes. When next we meet, it will be in Northrend. Give this to Galvar. Bendis hands you a journal. It will explain everything. The Scarlet Crusade is no more. Long live the Scarlet Onslaught.
Have a good one.
The Path of Redemption. The voice whispered, "Come to me." From the very beginning, I knew that it was the Holy Light speaking to me in dreams. At last, after all my years of prayers and good deeds, the cleansing of the blight of the unliving from the face of Azeroth. After all of the failures and resurrections, finally, it happened again. Come to me, the light commanded. This time I woke up freezing, but it wasn't cold in my chambers. I'm going to redouble my efforts. I'll tell the High Abbots tomorrow that I want prayers increased. No more half measures. The Holy Light has taken notice of our good work. I can feel it. This time I was awake. It was very vivid, and yet for over a minute, in the middle of the warm, sunny day, my breath came out misted and chill. One of the priests noticed, and dropped to his knees in prayer. No one else heard the voice, though. At least the witness proves that I'm not going insane. Maybe I should ask Glandgun to pray on the matter. I'll get Jordan and Street to scrutinize their recurring efforts tomorrow. We've grown bloated with ranks of unbelievers who yearn only to destroy the undead. That is not enough. The commander and the bishop were both receptive. Not that they had any choice. Bishop Street in particular seemed very enthusiastic. He spoke of a new crusade and swore to ferret out the weak of faith within our ranks. I told him to go easy. We're not destroying the crusade so much as forming an elite cadre of the most faithful to do the light's bidding in Northrend. I fear the man's friendship with the craft is slow to twisting him. They both have their uses, though. Street's talk of a new crusade, however, has me thinking. I believe that when this new force is assembled, I will give us a new name. It will have to be evocative of a new mission, yet still provide a tie to the past. I will pray with the High Abbot on this. Our prayers have been answered. The High Abbot was particularly moved by the force of the Light's voice, its clarity and sense of purpose. Those of us going north, the most faithful, shall be known as the Scarlet Onslaught. And an onslaught upon Northrend we shall be. The Council of the Scourge threatens to overflow in the crown of the world and drown the rest of us. The time has come to take the fight directly to the Lich King's doorstep. It is with trepidation that I gaze upon New Avalon. I somehow suspect, for the first time, for the last time, the fate of our cause lies in Northrend. I am filled with a sense of ominous foreboding for some reason. The mission ahead should shake away these concerns. I'll put them out of my mind. The Crimson Dawn is upon us. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Orbaz laughs. What's this? Some child's coloring book? Orbaz flips through the journal. What rubbish! This is the Crimson Dawn? They'll sail to their deaths! Let us turn our focus to the encroaching armies. We must prepare for the encroaching armies, Gordoth. You will take what you have discovered to High Lord Mograine at once. I will open a portal directly to Acheris. Step inside, and it will transport you. Give High Lord Mograine Abendis' journal as well. Perhaps he'll find it useful.
Suffer well. What?
Where's the gate to Oh, you're opening it.
Leave me be.
Make haste, Gordoth. Use the portal. Portal? Oh?
Speak your peace. Who needs something?
Why is it that there are guards here and there?
We exist only to serve him.
You did what? You have become an instrument of doom, Death Knight. We'll ravage these approaching armies and raise the dead as our own. Well, the trap has been sprung, Death Knight. The armies of Hardglen and Tirsfall have arrived, just in time to see their enclave in flames. If they turn back now, they fight us with their backs turned. Mograine shakes his head. Now they have only one option, which has only one outcome. Apocalypse! As we speak, they prepare to make one final stand. The Lich King is your returned champion. He stands watch below us at Death's Bridge.
It will be done.
Ooh, I need to hurry then. I need to meet the Lich King.
I will listen.
There is indeed quite the battle that is going on. At least on the eastern front. What about the north? Oh,
Come to me, Crusaders. I will remake you.
Prince Velanar and Prince Kuliseth. And there is
Your will is not your own.
I have been Gordoth Enodious. Farewell.